what if I'm 90 and I still Facetune downloaded on my phone? You're wasting your life away.
I know, like, where along the lines do we get jaded? Where along the lines do we get mean? Do we get hateful? Like,
13 years old, I think.
you pinpointed this.
Got him in bed, got on top of him, never do this again. Then she lost the plot a little. They made out.
She got turned on too. She's like, damn, this is hot. Hello. Welcome to Not Loveline, where we're gonna take calls today because we truly love taking calls, and I don't mean that sarcastically. Like, I love yapping, but I love calls because everyone's like, you guys, I don't mind the call, like talking, just talk, and I'm like, I love it too. But I love taking calls because we feel like our whole lives weren't in vain. All the messiness online weren't in vain. Because if we can help people be like, we make it through, you can too. Here's how.
It is so true. Like, and I was saying this to Devin earlier, but like, I'll go home sometimes and like really like a call will really move me and sit with me and like just like it is so cool. And like hearing people's voices, like you read comments all the time, but it feels so much more personal. So we love your calls.
Call this number.
Yes, call this number and talk to us. I just created a new bit over on the Patreon. I will be referring to Devin and Meg as the execs. Like, I imagine them behind the camera in like suit and tie. And the execs wanted us to give you guys a little bit of a message about the calls. So hold on, I'm getting the message. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Me too. I'm also getting it in my ear.
Yep.
Okay.
The exec said that they prefer calls around a minute.
Yeah. The 5-minute calls are a lot because there's over 15,000. So
yes, and we like to take a lot of calls, but they're like, stop lying. But just, yes, the execs are preferring calls around a minute and get creative too. Devin was saying that he gets a lot of the same call a million times. Like, should I break up with my boyfriend? He's liking, if he's calling me ugly. And then should I break up with my boyfriend if he is liking other girls' Instagram photos? Should I break up with my boyfriend? The answer is yes. You just, yes. To all of our similar calls, the answer is yes. Yeah. You should break up with that man. And we love you so much. But yeah, if you're going through a situation where you're like, wow, this is niche, feel free to give us a ring. And again, the execs, yep. Okay. Under a minute. All right.
And yeah, it can also be other things. This is Not Loveline, but you can also ask us about not lifelines, not friend lines, not whatever,
sex
cooking
lines.
lines. Well, yeah, that's Patreon. Patreon.com/NotLoveline. You can ask us about not sex life. Patreon.com/NotLoveline, where we do extended podcasts every Friday. We love you guys.
We were just talking about the Skims Bush and Bush on Maine.
Bush on Maine. Yeah, that's a very recent call too. So you're going through the calls very frequently, which is nice because I was like, oh, are they still going from calls when we first started this? A year ago. Happy almost 1 year, by the way.
It's Trisha.
Almost a year. Yeah.
Wait, we should actually find out the date that we sat down and filmed the very first episode. I'll look through my camera roll because that is... It's so crazy how time flies. Even Meg and I realized today that we've now been working together for 6 months.
Wow.
I know.
And like...
That went fast. Oh my gosh.
That like actually insane?
That's
and
crazy.
Just even this, like I still will be like, oh, my new show with Trisha. But it's like we're almost at a year of doing Not Loveline.
What, 42 episodes or something you said too, which is like insane, like so good.
So insane.
Yeah, I'm really happy. We love doing this. It's so fun.
And it's been so cool because it like started as our baby that we've seen grow so much. Like the amount of people now that come up and say like, I love Not Loveline. Like it makes me so happy.
Me too. This is everything. I love it too. We have so much fun. We eat, we talk more.
Yes. And then we talk even more.
We talk so much by the end of it. And then I'm like talked out. I was like, I have nothing else to say.
I go home and I'm doing sign language to Makoa. Genuinely. I'm like, I need water.
What do you do when you go home? Like, what is it? Okay, you drive home. What does it look like?
I walk through the front door. Anything that's on me is coming off immediately, like hair extensions, lashes, earrings, anything like this, even just the overstimulation from usually after Loveline specifically, I'm smoking a little bit of, I'm gardening. And just chilling, big chilling.
What's a chill? Like, are you with people in the living room? Are you in a bed by yourself? Like, Makoa?
Yeah, I guess my chilling is always pretty much going to be with like Ashley, Isabella, Amari, or Makoa. Yeah, like
so you can go the whole day talking, and then you're like, you know what? I'm gonna just like chill with more people.
Yes, but I swear it's so funny. Like especially like me, Ashley, Isabella, Amari, like we are like blood, you know, like it's like we can all sit in silence on a phone for like 45 minutes together rotting. And then like one of us will say something funny. We'll laugh. Like it's like your family. It's like just laying with your family. Like, you know,
You can just be on your phone. That's really cool. That's something I've never like experienced. I think it's just like, and I never will, because I think there's just like two types of people. Like I love the idea that does sound fun to just be surrounded by people and just like, you're all just doing your own thing but surrounded, because it's like fun. But oh my gosh, I think I get overstimulated to the point where it's like sometimes I just need to be like alone.
Being alone is nice, and I always talk about this. I love the time I do have alone and need to do it more.
How often do you think you're alone? Not
that often.
Never.
Like not never. Even in Hawaii, I had a couple days
by yourself
where I was pretty much like before Ty came in, or like people were just like leaving, and I'd be at the place alone, and I do love it. I really do. Like every time I'm alone, I'm like, oh, I should do this more.
What do you do when you're alone?
I'll blast music usually, and just like I feel like I make my best content when I'm alone. Like that is like a video, I'll film a video or whatever. I also like get shit done. Like I was color coding my closet in Hawaii and like just putting stuff away, organizing stuff, like just setting up the place. And like I love to be alone. I'm just
never alone.
Yeah, I'm just blessed and in love with a lot of people. I love my people so much.
I like alone time, but like I don't, what is the word? I like alone time for like an hour. You know, I love now having a family, because I was alone my entire life, like from like 18 to like 31. I like lived alone. I never lived with anybody. Like no roommates, no boyfriends, nothing. So I never lived with anyone. And then when I started living with Moses, it was like a shock. Like actually like, not kicked him out, but I was like, this isn't working. Like, you need to leave. Like, I would get, because I couldn't do videos, you know, I couldn't eat what I wanted. Like, I felt very, like, weirdly, like, watched, even though maybe he wasn't watching me, but I just felt like, I don't know, I had so many times, I'm like, you need to leave. Like, it was like, it was too much. And then now I couldn't, like, live without him and stuff like that. But I like alone time. I just don't know if I want to be alone, because I don't like, I guess there's a difference between being alone and being lonely.
I also feel like you have spent a lot of time with people who made you, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is like an assumption that I'm making, but made you conscious of like how you were being perceived by them. Like I even think in the beginning of our friendship, you were kind of like, oh my God, like what would we do if we went shopping? Like I'd be so worried about like you perceive, or like, like you worry like about what someone else thinks. And like that has been one of my duties in friendship, is showing you like, Trisha, you can do or say whatever. Like I'm rocking with you, you know?
Yeah. And then probably more so me projecting. Maybe there were people who maybe were judging me, but I always thought like just everyone was always just judging me. And I was like, nobody. Like maybe some people were, maybe some people weren't. But yeah, that's probably true. And yeah, like when we've hung out now, we've gone out in public like 3 or 4 times together now, and it's like it is chill, and I like love it. I do love it. Like we were saying about the unwell thing too. It's just like so many people around, and I like love it. But then like when I go, I like love to just like be quiet in like the hotel room. Like I just need like a minute.
And you also like, and I like, this happens to me kind of too, but I feel like this really happens to you, where like when you're a yapper online, people then kind of expect that and welcome that energy and match that energy to you in person all the time. And like sometimes you don't, well, you know what I mean? Someone will come up to you and you're dead exhausted or whatever, and it's like and you're like,
yeah, and you can't be like, you don't want to be exhausted to someone, because they'll think you're in a bad mood, you know? They're like, what's wrong? You know, like people always say that to me if I'm not like extra bubbly, you know what I mean? So I do put it on sometimes, because I'm like, I don't want people to think I'm like upset or mad, but there are some times where I'm just like tired, and it's like I just remember going through the airport with like Elvis and Malibu, and we're just like so tired because you're carrying car seats and strollers, and I was just like exhausted. I remember people coming up to me, and I was just like hi, and they're just like, are you okay? And I was like, no, I'm like dragging strollers and 2 kids that don't want to be on a plane. Like this is just a lot right now. And so it's like you feel like you have to be on, otherwise people will be like, something's wrong.
That's so true. Like when you brand yourself as the chronic yap, like if you are not literally like, hi, let's yap, people are acting like you're in cardiac arrest. Like people are like, which is such a funny problem to have. Like I love our lives so much. I'm not about it all. It's just very funny that like the chronic yap trope will like follow you through life.
If Moses will like if we're at the airport or something, and he goes to like do our bags or get tickets or take the car out or something like that, like people will come up to me, even if I have my kids, and like sit next to me like, oh, you look lonely, do you want to talk? I was like, I'm not lonely at all. I don't want to talk. Like I have 2 kids, my husband just I'm like, I'm just enjoying this quiet that I can be at my phone for like 1 minute, you know what I mean? But I get that a lot. A lot of people, like, if once Moses leaves, be like, oh, do you need someone to talk to? I was like,
that is nice. Like thinking you like literally need to fill every second with yap. It's the chronic yap. And it's like, no.
Yeah. But I mean,
it's so
it's
sweet.
Nice. It is nice.
Yeah, it's the sweetest like intention ever. It is just like very funny.
If you see me at the airport with now 3 kids, I'm probably just tired and
overstimulated, all the things.
Because I'll tell you, Malibu, she loves to talk. And I love talking. Of course, I love talking to her, but we talk 24/7. So if you ever think Trish looks like someone she needs to talk to someone, that's no. If Malibu's sleeping, it's my quiet time. But but I do like talking, but I don't need to do it. Like,
do you think Malibu will end up being like you, like loving the yap, like loving, like, could you ever see her being like, I guess, famous?
Oh, interesting. It's so hard to tell now. Like in my head, I'm like, yeah, she's a star. Like she does ballet and singing. But like my initial like hunch is like she'll probably just want to do like a regular job because I feel like we're always opposite of our parents. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard. Either that or she'll like want to be exactly like me. I don't know. But in my heart, I feel like she probably will do something intellectual because she's very smart. She's very just like wanting to read. Like she doesn't know how to read yet, but she'll like sit there with a book and like talk and like pretend like she's reading and change the book. So I think she's like, and maybe she does know how to read. Who knows? She's very like, I'm not kidding. She's like trilingual. She can speak like literal like 3 languages because she just from an early age has been learning like 3 different languages. So it's like she's very smart and she'll say stuff and I'm like, God, I wish I knew what you were saying. And I'll ask her, I'm like, what does that mean? And she'll just like repeat it again. And I was just like, oh, that's really good. She's very good.
And she really is just so like aware. What I see from Malibu too is very cute because she'll come down here. Even today, there's like 7 people, and I'll watch her like look at all the people, and she's like observing them. She's vetting them. She's like, should you be in the Paytas Hackman compound right now? She
I wasn't
doesn't
down
say
here when
it.
that happened. What happened? Because Moses was with her coming back from ballet. So what was happening?
She came back from ballet, and then I got her a gift, so I gave it to her, and she was
loved it. We forgot to say that in the last one. She loved her gift.
She was so cute about it too, like the
Pink
way
turtle
she
bracelet.
was. Yeah, and she was like so ready to put it on, and I was showing her how it worked, and I put it on her, and then she just gave me the quiet. She was thank you, like just really quiet. And then there were a lot of people, so she was just kind of like she was doing one of these. She was like, oh, who's here? Who's in my house?
Where's she at? Is she like in front of you in the glam chair? Is she behind you? Like where?
No, I like ran to the hallway. Like she was in at the edge of the hallway, like kind of almost like peeking in, checking things out. But like she's very like observant. Yeah. I always notice that about Malibu. She's just very observant of her surroundings and what's going on and like just stuff like that. And I'm like, yes.
She loved the bracelet. Yeah, she came upstairs. She has like a box that like Elvis can't touch because she's very in that like phase now of like Elvis taking all her toys. She goes, I don't want Elvis to play with this. I don't want Elvis to get this. So like, okay, anything you want Elvis to get, like put in this box and put the lid on it. So she ended up putting the bracelet. She went right upstairs and put the bracelet in the box because she did not want Elvis to have it. So she was like, but she loved it. She showed it to me and then she put it in the box and she was like very excited.
That is so cute.
So it's her special.
Put it in her special box.
She's like, I don't want Elvis to get this. I was like, okay, you better put it in your box then because she was so excited. You know, she'll like think of you as like literally like a fairy godmother. She's like, oh my God. Because even before you gave her the bracelet, when she left for ballet this morning, she's like, I'm like, she goes, are you going to go work? And I was like, yeah, Tana will be here today. And she goes, for me? She come play with me? And I was like, well, yeah, afterwards. Yeah. She loves you. I
love that little girl so much. Oh my God. That was like, that's really cute. I just love her. She's just so pure too. Like, oh, it's just like very sweet. Like, and I get so excited to see her too. Like
that's
she
the thing.
does.
You're very good with her. You're very good with kids, and like that's the thing with kids. They are just pure. They're just like so. I know. Like where along the lines do we get jaded? Where along the lines do we get mean? Do we get hateful? Like
13 years old, I think.
you pinpointed it.
13 was my villain arc.
Really? Like, and what do you think?
Well, no, I was honestly a villain as a child too.
So like, what do you think? Like jaded because you're not born like that. Like every little kid, maybe even 3 years old. Some people like some kids turn evil. I don't know, but like as a baby, there's no like ill-intentioned baby. So where do you think like it gets murked for us?
Me personally, or do you think
you personally, if you thought like as a child you had like a villain era?
I think that I like from a very young age was like, God, my parents are idiots. Like that, like later in life did I learn the nuances and different things. I just think from a very young age I was like, oh, like I'm smarter than you, and that was like it was like or just like you're chaotic or you're embarrassing or like your social cues are off. So like a lot of my like villain arc like was that me just being so over it from a very young age.
You didn't have anyone to like protect you or guide you.
Yeah, like I was kind of like, oh my God, like that was my like. And then I also think Vegas for me, because Vegas really lifts the cover on a lot of the darker parts of society and humanity, that like money is illegal and like that like people do f***ed up things to people, and just like even like teachers being drunk, like, you know what I just like things like that made me realize like that the world, it almost like later did I realize like the world is a beautiful place full of hope and positivity and like all of those things. Like I think that I've gotten better at that as I've gotten older versus the other way around. Like you know what I mean? From a young age, I was like, wow, the world is a dark place.
So yeah, so I guess that makes sense. Like starting with the parents and also environment, like where you're raised, how you're raised is like
100%.
That makes sense. That's good, because I thought like, you know, because even in school when kids are mean to each other, it's like, where do they learn the meanness? Where do they learn like mean terms and stuff like that? So I guess it would start probably at the parents.
Yeah.
Like if a kid says something like racist, like you probably heard that from the parents.
100%.
Okay, that makes sense. Because I'm trying really hard to preserve their like innocence and sweetness, and I'm like, do I keep them in a bubble? Like, what do we do?
It is so hard though now with social media.
Yeah.
Like it is so wild that like, I don't know, even just the kids in my life, like seeing like Mako's little sister, like my goddaughter, and like just like, I don't know, like just I wasn't like they have so much more access to the real world online. They know what is going on in the real world, and they know people are mean, and they know like so much.
How old are they? Like
They're both 13.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah,
which is funny because
sense.
they're literally in that era.
That makes
like,
sense. I know. I got to keep them off social media for as long as possible, because and I look back to my maybe villain or origin story, or just like me, like, yeah, from me personally, I think it started, there's two things. First, the insecurities come from, I think, even just society back in the day with all the diet culture. Like, I think that's where it started. Like, I remember at like 5 years old, like, you know, people telling me like, you should try a diet, you should try this. So like, I think that from an early age. And then
that's
also
crazy.
I know, crazy. And then for me personally, school was like my like not safe space. So I was just like, that's where I was exposed to a lot of things. So I guess you're right. So it's like, do you keep your child in a bubble? I want to. Is that the right way? I don't know.
I know it's so hard because at the same time, like, I feel like I learned most lessons in my life the hard way. And of course, a parent doesn't want to subject their kids to like, you know what I mean? Like hard things. But at the same time, you also don't want them to like not be prepared for what the real world is, or like become a person with like grit or tolerance, or like even just like, do you ever meet a person who is like so clearly never had a real problem in their life and like are so self-centered, or like just so like.
Oh, interesting. No, I haven't met someone like that. So they're like, they were like raised kind of like spoiled, do you mean like just like a perfect upbringing, and then they don't really have a grasp of reality?
Yes, and then like their meal comes wrong and they're like cussing out a waiter or crying, you know, or like just whatever.
Entitled. Yeah, that's scary too. That's always the struggle too, is like you want to spoil your kid and give them everything, but it's like, okay, but will they be too spoiled? Like, are they gonna be a brat about it? Like, I don't know.
always think about that, because it's like, I don't know. I do know a lot of people who are like raised in a wealthy environment and they turned out to be great people, but I've also met a lot of people who like were raised in a wealthy environment and given everything, and then it's like they're too above getting a real job. They're too above like like it literally hinders them in like their later years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like so out of touch with like everything. So it's like,
I guess it really just all is about the parents. At least starts with the parents, right? It's like how you raise them, but like, how do you know you're doing it right? You don't. That's the problem. You don't know until you f***ed up, until your child's older, and like you kind of f***ed up mom, dad. You're like, oh, I'm sorry.
I feel like we've been talking a lot about the things that we have been going through as we get older. And one of the things is definitely being more aware of your credit.
Credit is major. You may think like, ooh, I have no credit, but also that can also be bad for you. Credit is crucial in your 20s and your 30s, 40s. It sets you up for life, for all of big life's purchases like homes and cars. As you know, we bought 2 homes this year. Credit is such a big thing, and KIKOFF is here to help build your credit. Get that credit strong. Just like working out, we need strong credit.
It's so true. I mean, really, when I look back at my life, if I could go back and yell at younger me, I would definitely add credit into that spiel. I'd be like, and care about your credit.
Care about your credit.
Yeah.
Like, make those on-time payments. There's been times in my late 20s, even 30s, let's be real, where I had the money in my bank and I just forgot. I simply forgot. With KIKOFF, they have automatic payment plans so you don't forget. So that credit's just building and you don't have to worry about that. And a lot of people out there may be like, I don't even qualify for a credit card. How am I going to build this? Okay, newsflash. It's been over 16 years since the federal minimum wage was raised to $7.25. Company productivity has doubled while our wallets have not. 1 in 5 of us don't even qualify for a basic credit card. So you are not alone. I was not qualifying for those credit cards. Once I was getting them and not paying them, I was not qualifying. It feels like the system is broken and we deserve to be able to get an apartment, house, or car just like our parents could. That's where KIKOFF comes in.
Users with credit under 600 grew an average of 84 points in their first year with on-time payments. With transparent, affordable plans starting at just $5 a month, no hidden fees, and 0 interest, KIKOFF helps you score big when it comes to credit. It's simple. You make on-time payments, credit bureaus see good behavior, and your credit can grow fast.
Making on-time payments is the biggest detriment, whether it's good or bad. If you miss, they dock you so much. And this is what I've learned. So get those payments on time.
And it seems like KIKOFF can help.
And you can start building your credit immediately for only $1 for your first month. Because a lot of times you're I'm going to take out this big credit card and start pay. But that's where you get in trouble because I don't have the money to pay this off. When you can do it for only $1 on your first month, okay, start building credit immediately. Set up autopay so you never have to worry about missing a payment. And sign up in minutes from your phone. No credit check, no hidden fees, and no interest. Yes, please.
With over 1 million users and hundreds of thousands of positive reviews, there's a reason why KIKOFF is the #1 credit builder on the App Store.
That's right. KIKOFF is affordable, easy, and effective. It's a safe and trusted credit solution. Start building credit with KIKOFF today and get your first month for as little as $1. That's 80% off the normal price when you go to getkikoff.com/notloveline today.
That's KIKOFF without the C. Get KIKOFF.com/notloveline.
Must sign up via getkikoff.com/notloveline to activate offer. Offer applies to new KIKOFF customers first month only. Subject to approval. Offer subject to change. Average first year credit score impact of plus 84 points. Vantage score 3.0 between January 2023 and January 24 for KIKOFF credit account users who started with a score below 600, who paid on time, and who had no delinquencies or collections added to their credit profile during the period. Late payments may negatively impact your credit score. Individual results may vary.
God, you're so good at that. I love it every time. Build credit fast and get your first month for just $1 at getkikoff.com/notloveline today. Thanks to KIKOFF for sponsoring us.
Woo!
I know.
And then they have to erase it. But the good thing, like you said, is unlearning it. You're seeing a different life in a different way now. So it's maybe we can't. Me too. I think I was raised or not raised, but I think I was a hater from, I don't know. I just early on, I was a hater of people and maybe jealousy. I don't know what it was. I was a hater of people. So I had to unlearn to be let me not just hate someone that I don't know anything about them. You know what I mean? Because I'd always be oh, hate that person. It's but why? Why do you hate them? There's no reason to.
Yeah.
And unlearning that's kind of hard. So.
But it's at least you did the inner work and now you're parenting, because so many people do just carry their issues through their life and then project them onto their children and bring it into the way they raise their children,
that would have been me for sure. There is a new Colleen Hoover book on Audible, not sponsored, but I was sponsored by Audible, and I listened to this book. And
I remember the Audible days.
Yes,
that's funny.
They have Audible Romance, and they're wonderful. We need to get them on this podcast. Anyways, it's about a mother-daughter basically, and same thing. She had her young, and she doesn't want to have her make the same mistakes, but then she falls in love with. It's this whole this whole thing, and I was listening to it. I was oh my god, this is so. It's a reminder to him. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's yeah. So that's it's. Pretty
and then she falls in love, and is the guy good or bad?
The young. Well, it's just kind of complicated because there's there's a car accident, and then they get trauma bond with that. There's this whole thing, and I haven't finished it yet, but it was pretty good because I was oh damn, because she was trying so hard to keep her from making the same mistakes she did, but then she falls in love, and you can't really bubble someone. You can't keep them in a bubble. From,
that is also so true.
Let them make their own mistakes and
that. Oh my, I can't imagine that because that is so true. You have to let people make their own mistakes, and I can't imagine having a kid and when your kid has their first boyfriend and you're oh my god, I don't like this person for you.
Oh,
or
I know.
Oh my god, oh my, just all of it. You know what I mean? Or she's gonna get her heart broken, and you gotta
I hope not. I hope never. Moses swears he's never had his heart broken. He's I've never gone through a heartbreak. I'm well, I hope our kids never have to go through heartbreak because that's crazy. What do you mean?
It's
so
go
painful.
Off Moses, but at the same time, my just never gone through that. That's so insane.
I don't know what that means though for him. What do you mean? Did you never feel love for someone? How do you mean you never had a heartbreak? Even if you were the one that always broke up with someone, you didn't have any sadness that they were no longer in your life. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
But I guess it's good.
I guess he was always waiting for you. which is
Period.
sweet. And
He
honestly,
always says that. He's like, Moses waited 40 years for a sign from God in the desert. He's like, so I only had to wait 41 for you. I was like, oh wow, that's so nice.
that's so sweet.
Yeah.
He's
He's like, I'm
actually
the real
really
Moses.
cute.
Very
But
biblical.
I don't know though. I do think like I wouldn't change all of my life's, for the most part, greatest heartbreaks because like I don't know, they made me who I am. and
Oh,
I'm so
really?
happy.
I wish I could take all of them back.
Really?
I was like, I think I was the most like, I want to end my life after a heartbreak.
Me too. But like I just,
That's a crazy
Like,
thing to like want to
but I wouldn't change it. I don't know, just because
learn
like
something from it or something.
yes, like I think I very much every time I got my heart broken was like, wow, like eventually, like after so much pain, could be like, wow, well, this person wasn't for me because of X, Y, and Z. And like now, A, I want to be a different partner. B, I want a different partner. Like even some of my heart, like just like, let's say I was a bad partner and then in the reasons of us breaking up, some of the things were me, like it made me have to self-reflect. And like, I don't know, I don't think I'd be the partner I am to Makoa at all without them. So I'm like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way of looking at it. The pain is so bad. Like I want to think about like my kids having to go through that pain. It's like,
I know.
'cause it's just like not fair. It's not fair because like, but I guess at the end of the day that like life's not fair, right? Like some people are just not going to be in love with you and that's period. Like you just got to
And like rejection is divine protection.
that's actually so true because I was so afraid of rejection, but like it's needed. It's like
Yeah, it's
saving
like,
you from something
thank
else.
God this person broke
You're
my
right,
heart, you know?
right, yeah.
And like now I know to never be with anyone like that again.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
the whole mantra, what is meant for you will be yours kind
Yeah.
of thing. You don't have to like block it. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
the executives have a call.
They're like the lawyers are saying,
What
let's
is it
go.
on Deal or No Deal? The banker? The banker says we have an offer.
We're the baker.
Oh my gosh. I love Deal or No Deal. I love that you watched it.
Suitcase number 2.
Yeah,
That would be so fun.
to go on that show.
No deal.
Like hosting or contestants.
Contestant.
Okay,
I would do
love.
anything to be a contestant on Deal or No Deal. Howie
hosts
Mandel begging.
Still? He's still the host?
No, just like bring it back. I don't know.
Imagine it's all your friends and family, like everyone you guys know and love, are the ones holding the briefcases.
Oh my God, that'd be insane. My friends would
That
be
would be
so
cool.
vile.
You had
Give me this. You already have this. Yeah, he's like, this. I'm taking this.
You remember when they brought it back and it was all like influencers that were the briefcase models?
Oh yeah,
It
like
was like
Sophie
mahogany,
Dawsey.
yeah, mahogany locks.
Oh, it
like,
might have just been Mahogany Locks, not Sophie Dawsey.
I don't know Sophie Dawsey, but maybe.
They kind of look similar.
Okay, yeah. I remember,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, and there's a lot of different influencers on, like that were, and I was like so jealous. I was like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
I get
that
to
was
be.
everything. I love
Yeah.
both of them. Mahogany's such a sweetie, so is Sophie.
I love her on TikTok. I don't really know. Is that what she's like famous for? Or is she famous for other things, like being a singer?
She blew up because she was the only girl touring with MagCon, like Nash Greer, Cameron Dallas, all of that.
Oh, she's the original Tara Yummy. She's with all the boys.
Yes, I toured with her actually. I toured Australia with Mahogany Locks.
What do you mean? What?
God knows what.
What did you guys do on stage?
Trisha, it was a set of people. Everyone was a different act. So like Mahogany was an act. Like I was an act.
What was it for?
It's giving traveling circus. It was called
You were like queen of like just festivals with random influencers.
And
It was
side
like
quests
Unwell,
galore.
TanaCon,
Yes.
Mahogany Locks tour. Like
yes.
what?
I did so many random tours.
Was this like girls' night in or something, or is it like what is this?
That was put on by Full Screen, and I did a million Full Screen tours at the same time as Girls Night, and I remember that one. That's funny that you remember that. That's like a 10-year ago
'cause
niche.
Hater Me before I learned how I had to unlearn to hate people, but the Hater Me back then, and granted, I was like a couple years older than all these girls. I was like, wow, you go on stage and you just sit there and tell stories. How lame. But like now it's like the way to tour. So I don't know. I was being a hater.
But it was a new space, influencers
Yeah.
touring. I got in right when it like started, which means things were not figured out yet. So I was like
Yes.
really like doing all these random tours.
Yeah. I
and
love that, though.
I would just go up there and do like a Tana Mojo rant. Like there were so many.
I love it. I do love that because that's amazing.
But just like how funny, like you're going on stage and it's like, oh, what pissed me off that day, and then I'm just like on a tangent.
Well, it is cool because you changed my mind about podcast tours because I always thought like because people had always like asked me over the years like, oh, you should do like a podcast tour just talking. I was like, that's so boring. And if I did one, I think it'd be boring. But watching you do it, I was like, oh, you make it so interesting because you can just like talk on stage and then be so engaging.
That's
I'm not
very
the same.
sweet. I mean, I do love to tell a story, so I guess that's like helped in podcast touring.
That's why you're
And
good at
I
it.
like also like I feel like a lot of people. well, let me not like be a hater. Let me not say a lot of people, but sometimes people will tour like their exact, like you always want to try to give like more, like, you know what I mean? Like tell a
people are
story that you
paying.
wouldn't tell anywhere else, or tell a story select to that city. You know what I mean?
That was a
Like,
good, concept for you. It was like a secret song. It was like, okay, this city, this is what happened here. Yeah.
I was doing that in Australia. I was just telling them like up shit that I had done on previous trips in Australia. It was so fun.
Okay, wait. So back to this one though. Who else was on the tour with you guys? The Mahogany Ox one. Do you know what it was called? Do you remember what it was called?
I think it was Amplify. Forgive me if it's not. I'm so embarrassing.
Amplify tour.
There were like several bands and singers, Nash Greer and Hayes Greer. And
What did they do on stage? Make vines or what?
I actually don't remember. I was also really drunk. Like I would just get drunk until show,
I
like
see.
tell my story, get drunk, go to the next city, and like got my bag. And that's again when things were more
that.
fun. Touring without TikTok was also very interesting because I don't know, it just left less room for comparison. Like of other people's shows or live shows or what things are supposed to be, or
For
like
better or worse, you think?
I think shows are better now because of TikTok. I also think even that, like now it's like so many things I was doing on stage, people weren't going to film it and post it as a whole thing on YouTube. You know what I mean? So I could
Right.
get away with telling really crazy stories and like being certifiably insane on stage. Whereas now it's like, this is probably going to make it to TikTok.
100%.
Like-
Yeah. You did a good job on the cancel tour, like having people not post to TikTok because like they would never show like a story or anything would get leaked. So that was
There was
pretty
only
good.
like a few leaks, and it was pretty good for the most part. But also for the better, it makes you be like, okay, well, like if this show is shitty, someone's gonna leave and make a TikTok about how they paid for your show. So you like
That is true.
You want to make it good,
And it's like an instant review. Yeah, it is. I think it's so much better. I don't think I could tour without TikTok because also people see it and like, I want to go to that, including me. Like I would see so many MCR clips. I'm like, I want to go to those tours so bad. Whereas if I didn't see it, or Backstreet Boys, even Sphere, probably wouldn't have like cared to see them. But I'm like, God, I see so many TikToks. I'm like, I want to go. So
Yeah, it's so true.
It does, but it could influence you the other way too, where it's just like, what is this? Like, what is this
Yeah,
show?
like that was
But-
the worst live show ever.
Oh, that's so
Or the
interesting.
best.
Yeah, it is such a different time with
Yes.
the TikTok era, but I love it. Thank you so much to SeatGeek for sponsoring today's episode of Not Loveline.
I am so excited to see Trisha Paytas live on Broadway using SeatGeek.
Oh, that's right. SeatGeek has over 70,000 events listed, sports, music, and Broadway. So if you couldn't get those front row tickets when they were out, go to SeatGeek and get those front row tickets. And they'll have a great scale for you. If you want the best seat, the best value, they'll tell you where you want to be. They'll show the outline. It's wonderful. We love SeatGeek and they have great customer service.
Which is why we want to give the sponsor of today's video, SeatGeek, a major shout out. With over 35 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app.
It is great. And I know My Chemical Romance is going on tour next year, so I'm excited to see them. Cat's Eye, everyone has tickets for. It is wonderful. SeatGeek has your back. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so you know you're getting a good deal. So look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad.
Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee.
So get those plans out of the group chat this fall and use code NOTLOVELINE10 for 10% off your SeatGeek tickets.
That's 10% off tickets with promo code NOTLOVELINE10.
Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later.
Thank you, SeatGeek, for sponsoring today's episode of Not Loveline. We love you, SeatGeek. I just saw the Wizard of Oz using SeatGeek.
You did just get SeatGeek.
Yes, I used
at the
SeatGeek
Sphere.
for my Wizard of Oz Sphere tickets, and they were amazing, and it was amazing. So
From Vegas to New York, SeatGeek has you covered. We love you, SeatGeek. Thank you for sponsoring and giving tickets to the Sphere.
seriously, no, serious. We love SeatGeek. They know it. They know it.
Yes. Looking for Backstreet Boys next at the Sphere.
Oh my God, I would love and live
Yes.
and laugh.
All right.
SeatGeek.
Or Johnny Osmond.
Call us.
Wouldn't trade for anything. Well, I wish I could have seen the Amplified tour.
Oh my God, I'm so happy you didn't.
That is so cool. I remember when I was on tour in like 2018, there was this other, it was like with X1 or like one of these like a smaller touring company. And do you remember Dobre brothers? Dobre twins? There was like 4 of them. And they would just like literally go on stage. You remember them? I don't even know what they did or what.
Me either.
But they had a lot of really young, like little kid fans. And like I remember we were like in the same city at the same time. And my shows were at noon for some reason. I don't know. I guess it was cheaper or something.
That was a thing back in the day too, in the matinees, because the venues
Why?
weren't booked out and people hadn't figured out how to like do that properly yet. So that was like a big thing. And also like so things didn't have to be 18 plus at the time because like we were like younger, the fan bases were younger, like you know
a noon
what I mean?
show is crazy. Shout out to everyone who came to a noon show because, like, what do you mean you're coming to a noon
Yeah.
show? It's crazy. And but people did, and I was doing performance back then with dancers, so I was doing like full on like Britney Spears like routines at like noon, like
Iconic.
a Saturday. It was kind of funny, and nobody would show up. But thank you to the people who did show up. But the Dobre brothers, they would just go on stage because I'm like, what did they do on whatever? And they would literally just like backflip, like the whole show was them backflipping, and that's it. Like not
And
even
people
talking.
cheered and like loved it.
Yes, because the little kids loved it. And even their meet and greets would go viral. I don't know how they went viral because there wasn't TikTok back then, but their meet and greets would go viral because they just would give no smiles. They would just like, everyone would just go up there and like smile and they would just like stand there. They wouldn't say hi. They wouldn't do anything. And they would just like stand there. And then the next thing goes through. Oh yeah. There was 4 of them, but maybe there was 2 twins. Yeah.
They're famously known for the 2 twins, but
Okay.
they're known for being just so dry.
I didn't know
But these little
that.
girls would go crazy for like, and little
Yeah.
like 8, 9, like.
And that's the other thing too, though. I feel like the original influencer touring was also so much of the money was just because people wanted to meet their favorite influencer.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily about them. Like now it's like influencers are held to a higher standard as they should be of providing a good show and like good content. Like, but even like MagCon touring, that wasn't a show at all. That was just meet and greets. Like they just toured, like people just wanted to like see their faves in person for so long. And now it's like obviously generations have gotten older and people want more and like duh.
But that is kind of smart because I thought about that too. Like I really do love the meet and greets. I used to not like meet and greets, but I think it's because I had a bad people handling them. It was kind of chaotic. I like the meet and greets now because it's like they're so good, it's efficient. Like everyone's like very sweet, whatever. But I do like the concept because sometimes I think about that too. I love doing a meet and greet and all my energy goes to the meet and greets. I'm like, oh man, I gotta do a show after this. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I love the meet and greet. So I thought about that too. I was like, maybe I could just do a tour just meeting people because it's kind of fun.
It is
But I
so
love doing
fun.
the show too. Because then the show's like, oh, now you can hear my songs for an hour. You know?
Yeah, like it's very cute. It is like, oh, I
I can't wait for your stand-up tour.
I know. I was just thinking that. I am like excited
All the
eventually
tours
to do
you've
that.
done. Like how many tours have you done?
Trisha,
Like
I
10,
couldn't
12?
even- yeah. Like more maybe. I don't know.
Wow.
I've done a lot of touring in my life, which is I'm so blessed. Are you kidding me?
You're like a
Like,
stand-up over here.
and
It's
that's just like all the word to the fans and people who like
Yeah.
have loved me and just wanted to come see me. Like even in Australia, there were so many girls I was meeting who were like, I came to your show in this city 10 years ago. And I'm like,
That
that's
is crazy.
insane. Like I love you so
and you
much.
you can't tour without an audience. So if I'm ever on tour, it's because of you guys.
That
too.
is like why touring is so special too, because it's just like, oh my God, like you look out at this sea of people and it's like, I wouldn't be here if it was not for you. And I'm
Yeah.
seeing your face and you're seeing mine and I'm in your city and thank you for welcoming me here. And like, oh my God, oh, I want to go right now.
I know, it's so much fun.
Like-
Well, I'm on tour. Trishmas. Go see me.
Yes.
November 30th, Long Beach. And then we do Thousand Oaks, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Vancouver.
And Washington,
Jersey.
D.C.
And Washington, D.C. Thank you for knowing that. How did you know that? How did you know Washington,
I
D.C.
saw it
of
on
all
Twitter
of it?
and I was like,
We love a Washington,
I saw it on Twitter.
DC and Vancouver have been selling the quickest. So
D.C. was one of my favorite shows of all time on the canceled
Really?
tour.
I did Pride, but I haven't done one of my like own shows there. Why'd you like it?
This was the city that Brooke exposed Matt Rife in, and all the girls came out on stage. So it was a very like iconic, special show, but also like the energy in the room was chills right now, full body. Like it was electric.
Wow. Better
Like-
than Milwaukee?
That amazing in different ways.
Okay.
Like I do pick favorites of cities, and I need to stop doing that. Like I do have cities that just ones that stand out more.
Yeah.
And I think everything is situational because sometimes it's like when you're on tour, you're doing shows almost every night of the week, and sometimes you'll pull up to a city on like a Monday, and you have like a late night show, and like these are all college kids who have been drunk for like hours and they've like come down off the drunk and like they're a little tired. Like it's not that like they're not all amazing and didn't buy tickets and don't love you. It's
Yeah.
just like, but sometimes it'll be a Friday night and you're the pregame and like
They're
it's a
hyped.
huge venue and like
Yeah.
you've never come there and it's situational to the
Yeah. I love random cities. Like Tyson's, Virginia. I'm like, never heard of this in my life, but they were so hyped. I was like,
Burlington, Vermont. I love you so much.
yeah, like those kind of cities, like where, what, but I love.
And it is cool. It's just like, I love US touring too, just seeing all the cities and seeing all the people.
Yeah, and just like what they're known for. They're like, we have cheese melted in our hamburger patties. I was like, oh, that sounds delicious. I think that was Milwaukee. It was really good.
It is so, that is like one of my favorite, because before every show too, I like will sit at some point, like when I get to the city or before the show, I'll sit for an hour and I'll just learn about the city, what the city's known for, why it's known for that.
Yes.
So then I can kind of write some jokes like into what I'm doing that night to like make them feel special and different to the city.
Yeah.
And then still you'll even get out there on stage and like maybe you're pronouncing something wrong or you don't, they might hate this thing that Google says they're super known for.
Like, no, not that. I was like, okay.
And it's, or they like in so many cities too, they'll have their like state chant that they like do the chants at like the their football games or their whatever. They'll do it for you, and it's like, oh, I cry every time because it's like
those are fun. Every time I go to Texas, I was saying like yellow. I'm like, yeah, the eyes of Texas are upon. You know, just like doing it. I know it's like really old from like the '60s or something, but people are like, yeah, like it was fun.
But that's iconic. That's funny. Like just the different things. Yeah, that is interesting.
I love it. Should we answer a question?
We should.
Could I yapping?
Could I potty quick?
Okay. Yes. Oh my god.
Yes.
Call time. Also, Sophia Richie Green, she just saw was pregnant again. She just announced her second pregnancy. Yeah.
What?
It took me a minute. I was like, is she pregnant again or is it a throwback? Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so exciting.
I love a pregnancy announcement. It's so fun to see people be pregnant. I'm like,
I love people who just pop them out too. It's like that's so iconic.
Yeah, I know. It's like that's what you gotta do. I feel like when you have one baby, you're just like, okay, either done or you're just like, all right, we're in the baby mode right now.
God, that's crazy. That's all I get too parasocial and whatever.
Wild. Congrats.
Congratulations, Sophia. We do not know each other, but congratulations on your second pregnancy.
I was excited to see that during the break. All right, here we go. Caller number 1.
Hello, Fairy Blonde Mothers. Shout out to Devin. I know that I called before a few times and I said the wrong names. I was like, oh my gosh, hope he doesn't hate me. But I'm from Miami and I would love to get advice from the divas. If I crashed out or crashed out just enough, try to make it fast. I made out with this guy, Liam, a few times, and his own best friend told me that Liam was going around telling everyone that we slept together, and we didn't. So I was like, okay, I'm going to scare him. So I texted Liam all flirty and invited him to my house. I put on this really cute lingerie outfit that had those sexy thigh straps, and I hid my BB gun that looked really realistic on it, and I put my little silk black robe on top when I opened the door, and he was like, oh, okay, tea diva. So then when he came back to the room, I got on top of his lap, and I pulled out the BB gun on him. I was like, if you ever spread lies about me again, I'm going to fuck you up. Then he's like, okay, I won't, and we made out, and it was honestly great. But I would love to know if this reaction was too crazy, or if it was, you know, if I should get help or anything like that. You know, just would love to know your guys' advice. Love you guys so much. Love the content. Keep it up. You guys are doing amazing. Thank you guys. Thanks, Devin. Bye.
The most normal people.
Devin, bye.
Yeah. She sounded so like people who are so normal at the beginning and end, and then just have like a crazy story. But like, okay, but love you guys. You're doing great.
It's my favorite energy. It's like, hey guys, Trisha, Tana, I love you so much. Calling into Not Loveline. I just pulled the gun on my boyfriend. Do you think this is crazy? Hope this helps. Bye. Like,
should I get help or is it fine?
Yes. So he was spreading lies about her.
It's giving F me with a toothbrush.
Yes, yes. Yeah. The executives just called in and said that lies were spread about. So this guy was spreading a lie saying that they had slept together. They hadn't.
Yeah.
So she invited him over. Black robe, lingerie.
I like the
BB
vibe.
gun that's giving realistic gun. Got him in bed. Got on top of him. Pulled the fake gun on him. Said, never do this again. Then she lost the plot a little. They made out.
She got turned on too. She's like, damn, this is hot.
Honestly,
she was living out her You season 5 fantasy. And she was like, okay, here we are.
Like, okay, Love Quinn. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. A doctor or a psychiatrist would tell you that this is too far, or a therapist. But, you know, here on Not Loveline, I am not any of those things. Trisha, what do you think?
I guess like he was into it. So I would think like if he was like, you're crazy, I'd be like, oh my God, maybe get help. But like, maybe you found your match, you know, maybe you met your match. Because he was crazy to spread those rumors about you. But then you're like, instead of like confronting him, even just normal with a BB gun, she's like, I'm going to put on sexy black lingerie. And so she's just like, she kind of upped him a little bit on the, let me just one up you on this.
I'll take your rumor and spread you fake gun threat. Okay.
So she upped it. And in that case, it kind of sounds almost like this like match made in heaven. But yeah, supposing it's not me and just anyone else giving you advice, maybe not the move. Maybe just block him.
Yeah, definitely. We need a button that's like too far, queen. like.
Wouldn't recommend to any other caller out there. Any other person listening, be like, ooh, we should do that. Yes. No.
But I will say there was a time in my life where I was this person. Like if I had the exact same things accessible, like if I had a prop of sorts and like the lingerie, the robe, it's so Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah.
Like, and men should not spread rumors about sleeping with women.
That part.
And like, there is some people believe to let revenge be the universe. Some people say like be someone's revenge. Like it's kind of, that's up in the air for people, you know, how they feel on that. So I'm kind of like.
I think healed people would say, let the universe handle it. I think, the people who just haven't gone through their healing journey yet is going to be like, be the revenge. And I think both are kind of valid depending on where you're at in life. Like I'm 37, been through it all. So it's like, okay, just let the universe work it out. But me 5 years ago was like, you don't know Hurricane Trish coming through, you know? Like, I think it's very, Thank you so much to Mint Mobile, new sponsor alert for sponsoring this episode of Not Loveline.
If you're still overpaying for wireless, it's time to say yes to saying no. At Mint Mobile, their favorite word is no. No contracts, no monthly bills, no overages, no hidden fees, no BS. Here's why I said yes to making the switch and getting premium wireless for $15 a month.
$15 a month? That's
no
more
BS.
affordable than any streaming service. That is amazing. And phone plan. What? Like, okay, love this. So ditch the overpriced wireless and their jaw-dropping monthly bills, unexpected overages, and hidden fees. Plans start at $15 a month at Mint.
All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network.
And the best part is you can use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts.
Oh, that's on period.
Right. Makes it easy.
I think that Trisha and I just came to the conclusion that we're switching to Mint Mobile. They said no BS, no monthly bills, no fees.
That is crazy. For $15 a month is insane. And to keep your own phone number is so huge because like you need your phone number to like obviously get codes sent to you and stuff. And I always think about that as like, okay, I love a new phone number, but also like I need all the codes.
No, I'm so about keeping the same phone number until the dawn of time. So I think that was the selling point for me. And sincerely, what a good deal. Like, and there's been so many outages and stuff like with other companies. Like I'm just like, hello?
Might need to make that
we
switch.
Are Mint Mobile. We are so Mint Mobile coded in this house.
Yeah, it just sounds like it has like better quality than those other, like you said, I'm always losing service and stuff. So
always. I like need a carrier pigeon at this point, okay?
We could be saving so much. We could be getting smoothies and
a cute
Imodium.
manicure and Imodium.
Manicure.
Are you ready to say yes to saying no? Make the switch at mintmobile.com/notloveline. That's mintmobile.com/notloveline.
Upfront payment of $45 required, equivalent to $15 a month. Limited time new customer offer for the first 3 months only. Speeds may slow above 35 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details.
Thank you, Mint Mobile, for sponsoring today's episode of Not Loveline.
I'm not going to condemn anyone for this, and especially like spreading rumors, right? Like, let's teach guys not to do that.
Honestly, the thing about this that's the most jarring to me is that you then made out with him. And I get like the horniness, you're in the lingerie, like I see it, but like, Diva, be careful. This man was lying on your name 45 seconds ago. You know, I think that's my advice. Be careful.
Yeah.
Maybe one and done. Fun story to tell for the rest of your life. I don't think that you should like frequently pull this BB gun on many men.
Can I say though, could be your future husband, because this was like me and Moses. I would like throw his keys over, like I lived in the Hollywood Hills at the time. I threw it over the fence, like into the woods, like could not get the keys. And he'd be like so mad, right? But then we'd always have like sex right after. Like he's just like, well, I'm stuck here. So, or like if he were wrestling, like I'd grab the keys from him or his phone and I'd have it like underneath my belly and I'd just be like bent over or something. Then he just like start having sex with me. And I was just like, so to me, I'm like,
insane.
Maybe this is like what we do. We just throw, I take his keys.
And there's some passion. And a lot of times a passionate, maybe a little toxic situation can turn into a very healthy
for
one.
Sure. Toxic for sure.
It can turn healthy.
It did turn healthy. Yeah, that is but wouldn't recommend, but worked for me, I suppose, in finding my husband. And it was great. Like I said, if it's a mutually beneficial thing, you both are like, let's go at it. Like, I guess that's, I
could never turn the toxics healthy. I will say, me personally, like anything toxic I was in was toxic until the very end. Like if I was in a situation like this, then we'd just be like pulling real guns on each other like months later. You know what I mean? Like just, we would take it there and take it there and take it there until someone like literally was like, I'm out, I tap out, you know, like, so I say be wary of meeting, I don't know, like that.
Of course, even my situation was I would never be like, that's great, you guys should stay. Like, that's crazy. But.
Yeah, but things can work out. And like sometimes someone can be there to heal you and calm you down and all those things. I just will say, like, a man who spreads a rumor about sleeping with a woman, like there's some issues up there. I would be wary. And yeah, just one and done. Fun story to tell. Don't pull that gun out again, Diva. Love you.
That was good advice. We're killing it today. Second question?
Yes. Should we take another one? Ooh.
Hi, Trisha. Hi, Tana. So my name is Maggie, and I just kind of wanted to share a story with you guys that I got some inspiration from. I currently work as a personal chef, and one of my main clients is a 92-year-old woman, and I absolutely adore her. She is wonderful. But I've noticed just from working with her that she still struggles with her body image, and she still wants to diet, and she's 92 years old. And it's just broken my heart, but it's also made me really grateful for the progress that I've made with my self-love journey. And I kind of just wanted to share that to say that, you know, if you can do anything now to heal that part of yourself, it's so worth it. Because imagine being 92 and still worrying about those things. It's just heartbreaking. But yeah, I just wanted to share that kind of as a reminder for everybody. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Bye-bye.
What a beautiful person.
Yeah, I love the message she wanted to call in for.
And I think that's so cool. Even just that sometimes someone isn't calling in necessarily seeking advice, but wanting to share. That's like exactly what I mean when I say Not Loveline feels like such a community. Like it is
therapeutic healing.
Yes. Like
lessons.
Just, she like even her looking out for all of the other girls that she knows are listening to this show. Like that is like so beautiful and moving. Like I love this era of life.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Just, like do something now about it. And it is sad. Like that is so sad.
Yes.
Like 92, 93 years old, like just still worried about your body. And it's like, I always tell people like, like wait till your 30s, you like stop caring. Like, you know, because we're like, how did you learn to love your body? I'm like, I never did. And then 30s, you're just like, also just like stop caring. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't really care as long as I feel good, whatever. But
God, this is one of those calls that I'll think about for a long time after hearing it. That is like a really like moving sentiment that you shared. That's really crazy. Cause I have never thought about that. Like and I am like trying to unlearn so many things right now actively, just like the beauty standard and like the way I can be to myself and like, you know what I mean? Just body image issues, body dysmorphia, like eating issues. Like I'm really trying to like work through so many things right now actively, but I've never thought about like, wow, like what if I'm 90 and I still Facetune downloaded on my phone? You're wasting your life away. Like what a perspective. Like, cause I'm just like, oh, like, you know what I mean? But if let's say like I keep Facetuning my photos into my 30s and into my 40s and into my 50s and then I'm like 70, but then I mean like see that with like the Kris Jenner or like when I like it's it is
facelift
and editing. It's society wants that they want us to literally die feeling like about ourselves.
Yeah, you like lived your whole life worrying about your body for what? Is your body going with you to the next realm? No.
And I completely understand like wanting to live as long as possible and preserve your health.
Feeling good.
That's not what I mean. I'm more so thinking about feeling insecure and feeling like, wow, that's like a very powerful message. Like the wake up call to like, do you really want to be 92? And like, but it is just, the world is so against us at the same time. Like just everything you see online and scrolling and marketing and you need this to be this and all these things. It is like, it feels like you're like boxing. Like you're literally having to fight away like all of these things to make you hate yourself like all the time. And it is like, it just makes me feel better that everyone feels this way. And Instagram, a lot of girls, at least I can say, like feel these things, these pressures, and that like Instagram is fake and like we're all just people. And I hope we have like an insane reverse where
I know, I hope so too, because we were talking about like off camera, I was talking about this girl, and I was like, oh wow, she, you know, I always looked at people being like thin, being like a compliment, right? Wow, she's really thin, and you're like, oh, she's like openly talks about having kidney stones. I was like, oh, I had like no idea. And you look at someone like that who just like looks so confident, and just like, and like she also like she's struggling with her eating. You know what I mean? It's like everyone does go through it. They could be like the most beautiful girl, whatever, and everyone goes through it. And it does suck because you think about when you're talking about Facetune, it's like how many hours of your life have you wasted Facetune? And me too. How many hours of my life have I wasted like not going to a party or not going to an event because I thought like nothing fits me, I won't look good, like I won't be in a photo because like, you know, and it's like I really made a decision early on to like not be like that. I'm like, I'm gonna be in all the photos regardless if I feel fat. And now I just like it kind of became acceptance where you're just like, this is my body. Because even like the skinniest, right, I saw a bunch of skinny girls lately, and even they have all such different body types that no matter how much weight you lose, you could all be 90 pounds and look so different. Someone's knees will always be bigger, someone's arms will be like, you know what I mean? Like it's just like, I think there's just an acceptance at a certain point where you just have to be like, I'm okay with it. And like you said, feeling good is one thing, wanting to be strong, all that stuff. Getting energy, yes, we work out for those reasons, but like don't waste your life or don't miss opportunities because you're like insecure about your body.
Yeah, and just like the time, I think that even just the amount of time spent looking in the mirror, having a negative thought about yourself, like when you, it is something you have to wake up every day and actively choose. I think it's like it's all about retraining your brain, and it is hard. But at the same time, do we want to be 92?
No.
And look back, either A, still be that way, or B, look back and be like, wow, like I wasted so much of my life doing X, Y, and Z. That is very powerful. And yeah, it's hard out there. It's hard as a woman in today's world. It's always been hard as a woman, but just especially with the beauty standard and stuff. But we got this.
And it changes so much. Beauty standards change so much. Now everyone's into being really thin, but like there's eras where people want to be curvy and have big butts or big lips. Back in the day, it was like attractive if you were really heavy because it meant you ate or had fertility, like, you know, big hips. So it changes so much, beauty standards. Short hair was like so in. I remember, what was it like maybe it was like in the 60s or something, like women rebelled by maybe the 50s too, like they would cut their hair because they weren't like, so like short hair was like really in, even though like sometimes long hair is considered sexy. Like it changes so much.
And how funny is that too, that all these things are like trends when in reality, like, yeah, like we're all just beautiful. And I always say this, and I mean this when I say this, even if me falling into the negative sides of the beauty standards still happen and I have to stand back up and fight against it, I still mean this 100% of me when I say it. How you look is the least interesting thing about you. Like whether you look beautiful, no matter what, how you look is the least interesting thing about you. Like being intelligent, being kind, being honest, being smart, being funny, witty. Like there are so many things that are so much more interesting that we all possess.
Yeah,
like,
I agree with that for sure. And then, you know, when people do, I think you're somebody's type. I also say that too. Like I feel like I get a lot of like big girls, because obviously I'm a big girl, like talking to me and be like, how do you have confidence? How do you not feel self-conscious? And I think it's like there are so many people, like if you are worried about people finding you attractive, don't be, because like there's a lot of people that'll find you attractive. Like I never had an issue ever. I had my own insecurities, but I never had an issue with like finding like a guy to find me attractive. You know what I mean? Like sex or kissing or dating. Like I found bad guys because I attracted bad with like just my own insecurities. But like I never had an issue ever with people finding me attractive.
And there are just a billion people on this planet, and there are good people who, you know what I mean? Just like, it's about more than looks. You know what I mean? Like, just like they want you for your soul and your mind. And even like as corny as Love is Blind can be, I love watching Love is Blind. Like there's a new season out right now because it is so fascinating to see these people go in and do this experiment of meeting their future partner without ever seeing them, and like taking that all away and like watching these people go through the struggles of that. Like, do looks matter? Do they not matter? And like,
I love the concept. Have you watched it fully to like up to the date, to like the honey, like going to on their trip, on their vacation?
The new season?
Yeah.
Not the newest.
Oh, you haven't watched any of the new one?
I started it, but I haven't finished
this one, because I love the concept of it too. And I love it. I get so like, oh my God, they're like meeting someone behind the screen. Like I'm falling in love with the screen, and I'm falling, like, I love it so much. But then when they meet in person, it all is ruined. And it's always the guys ruining the
Yes.
They're always disappointed.
It
like,
shows.
I didn't think she was going to look like that. What the f-?
Yes.
And then there's guys that they cheat. There was one girl in there. She's like, well, she goes, yeah. He goes, you know, I wasn't, my parents weren't from America, so I got like teased a lot as a kid or whatever. And she goes, oh, well, what ethnicity are you? I mean, that's not the point of the show. And he's like, well, you want me to tell you? She's like, yeah. And he's like, well, I don't know. Like, and she's like forcing him. I'm like, not the point of the show, everybody. Like, not the point of the show. And it pissed Yeah, and people
It
love
is
Stan.
crazy because you see how many people are good people and bad people so
Yeah,
quickly on
the
it. That's why
shallow.
I'm so interested. Like
This
by
season's
it.
crazy with like just shallow douchebags, like just the worst people this season.
I saw the one guy where his reaction was not good,
and
like,
he's even worse when they're on their like trip together and
No
stuff. Like he's
way.
even worse. And I'm just like,
I need to finish that tonight. Yeah, he. Oh my! And it's like it was just crazy.
Yeah.
It was just actually crazy. He reacted as though like an animal with like 9 legs and 1 eye came out. This girl, mind you, was a supermodel, and this man like looked like the thumb from Spy Kids.
it
It's
always
like, how
is like
dare
that.
you?
Remember that one who did look like a thumb, and he's like, oh, she said she looked like Megan Fox, and like she, you know, he's like,
Yeah,
oh.
and that started that whole thing. And it's like she has blue eyes and like
Dark
darker hair,
hair,
and
and, like,
you're not supposed to care. Like, now, did you only pick her because you were imagining Megan Fox the entire time? That's the entire like, not the purpose of the show. It is wild.
It is so
to
annoying.
see.
And then it's one thing to have like a bad reaction because maybe it is someone different than what you pictured. Okay, fine. But then when they do the interviews, which are filmed so much later, and they just keep going like, not my usual type, not what I wanted. I was like, why are you being an asshole? Like,
Yeah, and it's like, then go out and find your type.
Yeah.
Like you went on Love is Blind. I can't even spell. Whatever. Blind. You went on Love is Blind.
I know. I love the concept, but they're ruining that show, and I'm like, okay,
I know, but it is just so interesting to see, like, is love really blind?
it's not.
Yeah.
But me and Moses were not each other's types. Like people we dated before, we were not each other's like types. So
Same with me and Makoa. Like,
yeah,
and
that's
it just-
interesting.
And then it ended up being like, wow, like, you're my soulmate.
That is interesting. Like I don't know all your exes, but just like the ones publicly, I'm like, yeah, he is so like different than like.
But like significantly, but he's so beautiful and perfect. But like, I truly would love Makoa. And I
Yeah.
hope and think and believe that vice versa. Same thing, like no matter what we looked like. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. I always tell Moses that because like I do love his like hair and stuff like that. But then I'm like, you know what? Even if you're bald, because I don't really love a bald. But I was like, if you're bald, I'd love you.
Yeah.
I find you attractive. I'd be like, let's shave our heads together.
Yes, exactly. That's like
Yeah.
that's what it is. Like I know for a fact I would love him no matter what.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that is real love.
yeah, love. My love would be blind for
No
him.
superficial
Yeah.
love.
Yeah,
One more call. We're on a
call.
roll. 3 calls?
This is our 4th.
4th?
third.
Oh.
Oh. No, are you sure?
You know, you went to the bathroom and we were gonna take a call then, and then I got y'all sidetracked with a different combo. And
Have we still not taken a call since I've been back from the bathroom?
you were taking 2.
I don't know where I am. I literally don't know where I am. Oh my God.
You're not taking-
She said, "Where am I?
Like literally.
Did you do anything today?"
No, I'm with
No,
you.
Dad.
Because we did do like not only did we do a full photo shoot,
That's what it is.
But like you did the prosthetics, we did the makeup. That's why like when you were getting your makeup done, I went upstairs for a minute because I just knew how like chaotic the day was gonna be, and I was like, I
Yes.
just need like a minute, and then because I knew we were gonna be talking a lot for this. Obviously, we love everyone involved, so it's like photographer, like set,
Yes.
prosthetic. Like I saw costuming this morning. I went to yoga this morning, so I was just like, it was the fullest, and I'm feeling it too. I'm just like the heart start like coming off the wall at some point.
I
where I'm
couldn't
like, woo.
agree with you more. Like I'm just, that's 100% what it is. Cause we'll film a million Not Love lines in a day, but like I had a prosthetic neck on before this, and like my neck right now burns, and like I'm trying to just lock into this call, but like all I'm thinking is like, God, I need a cream or salve. I need a cream or a salve or an oil or something. Like look at it.
Okay, it doesn't look too terrible, but yeah, I believe you. If you're saying it burns, we need to get you in an oatmeal bath ASAP.
Yes. Like, oh no, but I mean, I also do love, I was saying, like the battle scars of Halloween. I'm so grateful. We had a whole photo shoot today too. Like,
A
it's-
big one, like big photo shoot set and like video and like
Yes.
just a lot happening.
All of it.
Costume and yeah, it's a whole
So
thing.
I'm like, people are calling in. I'm like, where am I? But we love it. And
We
we're so
love it.
grateful.
Call number
That wasn't
one.
me. That was me just telling you, like, I'm on 0. But sometimes that's when the
We
goofiest
love being on
stuff.
0. Well, let's take a call. Our first
Yes.
call. Let's go.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to Tinder for sponsoring today's episode of Not Loveline.
All right, let's talk about Tinder. Or better yet, let's talk about that deliciously delulu stage of having a new crush. The kind of crush that knocks you down bad, but in the best way.
Your heart is melting. Your mind is altering. You're cinematically gazing out of car windows.
Amazing news, that crush feeling is waiting for you on Tinder. Like literally right now.
Just imagine the possibilities. When you have a crush on someone, they could text you, hey, smiley face, on the worst day of your life, and boom. Suddenly your brain has never had a thought about anything ever. Life is perfect.
It sounds dramatic because it is. I mean, even the most mundane moments become monumental with a crush. You start clocking things like the sky's exact shade of blue at the time you hear from them on a random Tuesday.
We all know that there's no better feeling, and finding a new crush is easier than you think thanks to Tinder.
Explore all of the possibilities for yourself. Tinder. It starts with a swipe. Download Tinder today.
We love you, Tinder.
We love you, Tinder. Seriously, go on a Tinder date. Call us. We
Let
love
us know
the tea.
how it goes. First call since you went to the bathroom.
Hey, Trish and Tana. My name is Riley. I just wanted to call and say thank you for opening up the social media to the awareness of postpartum and anxiety and depression. I have a 2-year-old daughter, and postpartum wrecked me. It was the most hardest thing I ever had to go through in my life. And you guys' podcast and your channels and all of that just really, really helped me. I love both of y'all. I love y'all's arrows right now. Y'all are both just glowing, and I'm so proud of both of y'all. I just want to say thank you and keep going. Y'all are amazing. And just, we are the real fans. You know, we've been here since day one, and we love you. Keep going. Don't let anyone get you down, and Jesus loves you.
And here I am on my prosthetic neck. Shut the up, Tana.
Aww, Jesus loves you.
I love a Southern Belle too. Jesus loves you. She's so cute. I literally love a Southern Belle so much. I want to give her a hug.
Southern people are just sweet. Every Southern show between tours, they're all just like so nice.
So, it's that Southern hospitality, darling.
Yeah.
Like, it's so cute.
They
And
just-
like, can I just say, like, how poetic, like moving, all of the beautiful things that life has to offer, that she's calling about like such a low point, and like I can only imagine feeling like you have nothing left to give and all of those things, and then she still gave so much love to another human. Like, human beings can be so incredible. Like, people at their darkest still have love to give to others, and I just want to like give you your flowers, girl, for that, for just being the loving woman that you are after going through so much.
Yeah, that was beautiful, and we love it. We love sharing. We were talking about that like again before we were like filming, and just like thankful to go through everything and be like, we always overshare, but it's like not fun, but nice to be an overshare when it comes to like the dark stuff too, like the heavy stuff, because not everyone wants to talk about it. I love that more people are talking about like anxiety and depression and postpartum depression, all that stuff like that, because it just feels normal, because it is. And that's like the one part where I'm like glad we're like overshares, because I feel like it can help somebody listening. Because during my postpartum depression, still going through it all the time, like I watch so many other videos to either be like, oh, they're going through the exact same thing, or this person's going through it like way worse, and not to like compare, but you're just like, oh, like that's a whole other level. So you can kind of gauge where you're at. Like, do you need help? Do you just need support? Do you need to like go check in somewhere? Or like, you know what I mean? It's like all that stuff is really important. Kind of topical, but like Kevin Federline recently has like come out about Britney Spears and being like, you know, she was this horrible mom, and she was like standing with a knife over them, like just like really airing out all her mental health stuff. Have you ever seen any of this? He has like a book coming out, so he's been like going into Britney saying, call Justin Timberlake the night before I went, like just like airing out everything, just being like, I'm worried about her, I think she's not gonna be here for our son, just like, but like not in the I'm worried about her way, and like I'm trying to make money off this book way. This also comes after their youngest son just turned 18, so he's no longer getting like child support, spousal support, I'm assuming. But it was just like really of him to like come for her like parenting, like when he was with her, because they were only together for a short amount of time when she had the boys, and so that was like a couple of years into it or whatever. And it's like going through postpartum depression, which I'm sure she had, because she had 2 boys back to back within a year. And obviously we saw all her like the paparazzi calling her a bad mom if she would like wobble, if she was wearing wedges, whatever. Like, she probably had such bad postpartum, and then this guy's like trying to make like a dollar off her. It's like so she responded today as of filming this, and she responded and was like, this gaslighting is insane. Like, I'm glad she stood up for herself, because it was like, we see Britney from one perspective, then we hear Kevin Federline. We never really heard from Britney. So like her responding today, like gave me hope for the way you can like counteract someone gaslighting you. I don't know. It's just like watching a public figure be open and the way she was with this letter. I was like, oh, I love this, you know? So
yeah, and it's how much people resonate with that openness. I mean, I could go on an hour tangent about how Britney was so robbed, you know what I mean, just robbed of everything. Even now when she posts videos, then people are like, oh my god, she's crazy, like they should have never taken, like she should have her conservatorship back. It's like, what do you think made her this way? And like, it's so wild that the public just switches, like the fact that like truly, like, and obviously I don't hope for this. I don't even want to manifest this. Like, I hope she leads a peaceful life, but like, honestly, the public will probably be up her ass and awful until she one day leaves us, you know, and like, how sad is that?
Well, we saw that with like Princess Diana, like just like the media just being so awful to her. Oh my God, what year? Princess Diana, did she die before you were born? So you probably don't remember Princess Diana's death. Was it 95, 97?
I think we were too young.
You are, yeah. Okay, so you don't remember it. Like, I remember it so vividly. Like, even before she died, just I remember, what year?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what year were we born? 98?
98.
Oh, that is so crazy. Because I was like young, of course, but I remember it so vividly. And they would just treated her like the paparazzi would hound her. It was like, oh, this, like she was, even though Prince Charles was the cheater, they like made her be like, look at her in this, like, she was like in a black knee-length dress with black tights and like, oh, she's like, look at her being like the version of herself, like just being so awful to her. We saw that with Anna Nicole. We saw that with so many people up until like their deaths. And then people turn around, like with Anna Nicole too. It's like, she was a legend. She was an icon. I'm like, you guys just called her a drug addict and that she shouldn't have kids. Same with Princess Diana. You called her like, called her all these things because Charles cheated on her. Like, it was just so insane. And you're right.
Just
until
so many
they're
women
dead. And I do love now that I think like women supporting women and people just trying to like hype up women, like, well, including Britney. I hope like all the Britney stans and stuff, like they rally for her, and I hope they continue to, because I think girls used to join in on it, on the Princess Diana hate and the Anna Nicole hate, but I like now like girls are trying to be like the mental health of it all, like, hey, like even the shaving the head days, anything. It's like all the stuff you're describing, if it's true, like her holding a knife in the boys' bedroom allegedly, like obviously going through something. Obviously, you put her in this conservatorship because of her kids. You threatened to take them away unless she was in it.
Was he a part of putting her in it?
Yes, they were literally like, you won't be able to see your kids if you go to conservatorship. Then you can see your kids. And it's just like, of course, I would like sign over anything. And yeah, I mean, allegedly he's a part of it, but he's a part of it. Like, you know what I mean? And it's just, it's so sick. And then now that the money's like dried up for him, he's like, I'm writing this memoir, not about his life, but about Britney's life. And I was like, I hate it.
That
so
is
much.
so about her life. That's where up. It's like it's one thing if it's your own life and like your
or
own
a chapter when you were married to her, but the fact that it's like all about her mental health, all these interviews are just about her mental health. It's like you're the cause. You're the cause of so much of this.
That is so sad, and good for her for standing up. I think that kind of like ties into all of this, like women being vulnerable and standing up for themselves and talking about their experiences and stuff. Like even this, like I was talking to you about this off camera today, but the amount of you talking about your postpartum, like things that you were feeling, has helped so many people. And I'm always telling other influencers that, like, even like right now, I have an influencer friend who's like going through a lot and like overshares a lot of things about their life when it's positive, but not necessarily when it's negative. And I always encourage people, I'm like, maybe you don't want to. Some people want to be private, but like if you do share something, like the way just talking about it, like even calling in or telling a friend or just sharing and talking about it, can be so fulfilling, because like, wow, if this horrible thing that's happening to me can help one person, what a new purpose in life for that like horrible thing.
Yeah.
You know,
and let people know that you're like not alone, and people are like afraid to admit stuff and all of that. So
just normalize vulnerability. It's so helpful. Like just
helpful and healing. I love sharing it, and it makes me feel better when I see comments like, you're not alone. You'll have a couple people maybe judge you or whatever, but honestly there's so much more of the good outweighs the bad. And like I do love this like healing era and people being aware of mental health and not just calling people crazy like Britney Spears back in like 2007, like, oh, she's crazy. It's like, well, what led her up to that point? You know what I mean? Like, why is she there?
100%.
But
well, we love you.
And we love you. Yeah, thank you
what
for
a
that
sweet call that was. Our little Southern
belle. So cute.
We love her.
We love you guys. Thanks for kicking it with us.
Yes, thanks for hanging out with us, you guys. And
you look so cool in your aloe. Did they send it to you?
No, I bought this full price, and I was gonna say some crazy shit, but I honestly want them to send it to me. So
it's cozy. It looks cozy.
No, it's pilling. Like it's Hanes. Well, they're never gonna send me anything, like ever.
But honest, the vulnerability is there.
Like an owl sweats, I actually do really like them. I really do.
Yeah.
Like I wear them all the time, clearly. But like it is 3 metal letters on the same quality as Gildan or Hanes, and I feel like I'm like standing out on the front lines to say this right now, but like I'm never getting invited to that gym either way. And Amazon, Hanes.
Yeah, I will say the Unwell is very comfy. I'm loving the quality of this. Like it's actually really soft.
Ooh, yeah.
I like love this sweatsuit. I'm not kidding, like at all. I like
feel
love
just
it.
It's the feel like go inside, go in the sleeve.
Even from the outside, it's
like that's.
Oh, it's Hanes, but we love a Hanes, but it shouldn't
That's
be that
what
much.
I'm saying.
Right.
Like, and then it's like one. Yeah, I don't know.
You should
I'm
sell
de-influenced.
this. Just put TANA like in metal there.
Because it's like we love a black crew neck and sweats, but like it could
It's
be
not giving
$20
Skims
less.
quality because Skims quality is amazing.
Insane,
Yeah.
worth the money and cheaper.
Is it?
Aloe's expensive, right? Like an aloe sweat set.
I have no idea because they don't go above a large.
Let me ask the executives, and the aloe. We can make this right.
Done researching.
150.
Yes, like
150
per piece or total.
It's looking like per piece.
per piece. What are they, Das Mendoza? I'd rather buy his hoodie any day. That's crazy.
That is so funny.
That's wild. He at least has little double ears on his. What is the customization in that? There's nothing.
Like, I could peel this. Whatever. we
Okay,
love
anyways,
you
we love
guys. We love you so much.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Yes.
Bye, guys. Bye.